Yo, what up, y'all, man? I'm about to dive right in, man. But before we do, man, make sure you smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell, man. So, basically, you got two juggernauts that came together to fight against Sony, and that is Nintendo and Xbox, to pretty much seal the deal for this whole entire Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal, because Sony don't want to sign the 10-year deal. Man, who is even thinking about a Sony PS6, man, right now? First of all, they ain't even fixed the games that we got right now. Think about it, man. Come on now, we're running at 30 FPS. The games are broken. We got frame drops, screen tearing. Things are out of date. Nothing is in whack. Why in the world would we even consider thinking about a PS6 right now, man? Are they even gonna be ready for a PS6? Look at the state that these games are in. They're all broken that's coming out. They don't even want to patch them. The studios are lazy. Man, stop it, Decepticons. And basically what they're doing is trying to basically distract everybody from them knowing that they're trying to basically block the entire Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal that Xbox is trying to buy. That's why they're talking about that frame drop plastic box Sony PlayStation PS6. Oh man, Sony is extremely salty right now, guys. And I know a lot of people have already got word, right? So we know that Xbox is pretty much signing 10-year deals for Call of Duty. That's right. They are signing 10-year deals, signing bonuses. And good old Lion Jim Ryan still wants to be stubborn, right? So he still wants to be stuck in his ways like those Decepticons have been doing this entire year, man. So now I know a lot of my Nintendo boys out there are extremely excited, bro. Like, they get COD back. They get Call of Duty, one of the biggest AAA bangers coming back to the Nintendo platform, man. This have been a long ride. Think about that, though. Like, think about, man, Call of Duty is like ancient on Nintendo. Like, it's just like they probably ain't have no hope of this game ever making a return. If Sony had anything to do with it, it would have never made a return. But since Xbox got Uncle Phil over there, man, they have made some adjustments. They have retooled, something that Sony ain't really with right now. We're hearing all kind of lies and statements still come out. We're hearing, Jim Ryan want PlayStation Plus on Xbox, but he don't want Game Pass on PlayStation. Make this make sense, people. Come on now, that Decepticon don't want no Game Pass on PS5. The only thing they want to do is remakes and cash grabs and double dips over there at Sony. Sony don't want nothing to do with Xbox besides that. And you mean to tell me the only way they probably would do something like that if only Xbox say the only way you're going to keep COD is if it's on Game Pass. So you would have to bring Game Pass to PS5, PS6, whoever. That would be the only way Game Pass would probably be acceptable in Jim Ryan's eyes. Like, okay, well, we have to put Game Pass on PS5, which it would be pointless to even buy a PS5 at that point. What would be the point you would need a PS5? Or vice versa, what would be the point you would need an Xbox? So if you get everything at one place, what would be the cause of you to buy another plastic box? Because you would have everything you would need. And being that Jim Ryan is only a businessman, a lying Decepticonic pony that's just out of control, that nobody seems to be able to control, this little demon over there at Sony. He's just over here stirring up everything. People are trying to buy into his little toxic demands over there at the CMA, the UE, the ABC, and the EFG, wherever else the alphabet lies at. We don't know. There's too many people jumping and getting involved. You got people over there on Twitter talking all crazy. talking about they ain't about to take Call of Duty off of their PlayStation. Nobody even, first of all, that's a false statement. Fake news. You Decepticon. Ain't nobody ever said it was taking it off. The fans had came up with that because everybody assumed if Xbox was buying Call of Duty, it was going to automatically be exclusive to the Xbox, Game Pass, PC, and cloud gaming. You know, and maybe even mobile. Those are a lot of places you can play Game Pass, by the way. Big shout out to Uncle Phil, man. Those are a lot of places to play Game Pass. And I know it have been a long, frustrating ride right now. And I keep hearing these content creators over and over saying, man, I'm tired of talking about this story. Can we please just get on with it? Basically what they're saying, can you please just push this deal through? Because these jackasses over there at Sony keep trying to stop the deal. What the hell they got going on? I don't know, man. It's like, that's pretty much what they're saying. The ponies and fanboys want this deal blocked due to bragging rights. But they don't see the big picture, man. Do you see the big picture here? This right here will help gaming go to another level. Once Xbox buy, do you realize Activision don't have to be in the box and just focus on just only Call of Duty? Think about all those other bangers that they had out there over the time, the lifespan of Activision. Old school games they can bring back, remakes, they can work on new games, they can do new things. But good old Jim Ryan over there at Sony ain't having it. He just will not sign on the dotted line, man. I'm talking about they're trying to get this man a 10-year deal. He said no. I don't even know if he said no or he just ain't check his email. He ain't picking up the phone. He ain't taking no calls. He don't want to hear nothing. That is the toxic pony I have ever seen in my life. Like, man, I'm talking about he is single-handedly, like I said before, Jim Ryan is single-handedly trying to take PS5 down. He is trying to destroy PlayStation as a brand because he wants to rebuild it and make it more premium, make it more quality. So he wants to eliminate everything in the history that Sony have done from PS5 and up. Now PS4 and down, okay, that's the old school way. PS5 moving forward, everything is going to be overpriced, overcharged, overhyped, remake, cash grabs, and double dipping, sending everything over to PC. Once the game flatlines, like for example, if some people ain't getting my drift on when I say double dip, this is what I call double dipping, right? Double dipping is when basically God of War sold between 5-6 million copies already. You know, it's gonna sell probably way more than that in the long run. But once that game flatlines and it pretty much done made all it's gonna make on PS5 and PS4 in about a year or so, then it's gonna go to PC. That's double dipping and making even more money, making even more millions, billions, trillions even. Who knows? So, moving right along. This don't make any sense to not sign on the dotted line. And you have Nintendo, you have Steam, you got Xbox and Game Pass and cloud gaming. Everybody is on deck right now to get it, to push this deal through. And you got so many more people that's on this train, man. It's only one company that is giving everybody a problem. And we already know who it is. Who is the common denominator, the market leader, to be crying like little babies up there at Sony's front office. Now that is a shame because, man, I remember back in the day in the 90s and all that, man, I was a diehard Sony fan. Like, I was like, man, I just, from coming from those days, I loved PlayStation. Like, it was about gaming. I actually felt like I was earning something. I was winning something. I was gaining something. Now, Fast forward to PS5, I feel like we're being stripped of everything. Like our pride and joy, our happiness is being just tore down and just burnt to the ground. Bridges is being burnt, all because of one person in charge, bro. Is single-handedly tearing down PS5. And that's that Decepticon Jim Ryan. That crying, lying, flying Jim Ryan. This pony is the worst businessman in gaming history, man. How do you make deals off of emotions and not like logic? Like you're thinking too emotional. You're getting too in your feelings. Your pride and ego is so big, bro. You can't even say anything to this man. You can't say anything to this man. Sony is a premium quality console. We know that across the map. They make movies, they make tech, they make gaming, they make many other things. But at the same time, I don't know how the big CEOs are not stepping down on Jim Ryan and say, hey, man, listen now. If they pass up on this deal, Call of Duty could leave, and it won't hurt nothing because now it's going to Nintendo. And we know Nintendo have been selling like hotcakes. They have been selling more than PlayStation and Xbox put together. So if it's not on PlayStation anymore, you're not gonna lose anything. That's just more icing on the cake if it stays on PS5 and PS4. So now what do you do, Jim Ryan? Like the ball is in your court now. So what do you do? Do you just keep running and hiding and dipping and dodging, trying to come up with little stupid little narratives and keep throwing all this toxic stuff out here at Twitter, all in the blogs and vlogs and the media, and they're just eating it up like it's a buffet. Like, come on, man, are y'all really taking Jim Ryan? Are y'all really taking this Decepticon serious? Like this dude is a joke, bro. This is the biggest clown in the gaming industry. We already know Sony is the most grimiest, greediest, shadiest, low-down company in gaming right now. They are stealing from their own fan base, bro, as we speak. They are robbing the gaming industry. They are overpricing other countries. This is crazy, man. Like, bro, at this point, if Sony keeps going down this road with this whole entire Call of Duty beef with Uncle Phil and Xbox, I don't know how it's going to play out. I really don't know, because now emotions are high, tension is high between both of the companies. Nobody's seeing eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's being misguided. Everybody's speculating now. They're like, oh, wait a minute. Nintendo is in the mix now. Steam is coming back. And it's going to be on Xbox Game Pass Cloud Gaming. You can play it almost anywhere. And it's still, I guess it's still going to be on PS5. They may just scrap the whole thing with PS5 and just say, hey, y'all just going to have Battlefield. And whatever else y'all plan on working on with Bungie. I'm assuming Bungie is going to be the first option to make the new shooter, because why wouldn't Bungie be that and they made Halo, right? That'd be a banging AAA banger shooter game. Yeah, it's going to take 3 to 4 years, and it's going to be hella buggy. but man, I mean, they're going to have to do something, and they're not even really focused on, we believe in generations, because these guys, man, they are still bundling Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with PS4s. So it's like they are not even focusing on the future. Like Sony, they only live for the now, what they can get now. Xbox is building for the future. You see the difference? That's why everybody is so confused, because everybody like, what is Sony doing? And they just want quick money, fast money. Right now, I need that bag in my bank account, those billions and trillions. Make it rain. So we was getting confused, and that's why. Because they want fast money. They want that now money. They don't care about the future. They're like, man, we'll worry about that later. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I don't know, man. I just really want to touch on this story because I know this is a real hot topic and give my, my opinion. And, it's not to knock PlayStation because I've never been actually against the PlayStation ecosystem, but I am against the way Sony is running PlayStation. That's what I have smoke with. That's what I have beef with. And the way they are handling this whole entire Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal. Like, who handles a situation like this? Like, the way they're doing it, it's like so toxic, and it's just like the fanboys and opponents are making it worse. Like, because they are already delusional, and the only reason why they're rocking with Sony is because of those AAA bangers. Come on, man. Just listen. Like, in the future, man, all of these bangers that's about to be dropping on Xbox Game Pass day one. Do you really think Sony's going to have a chance once Call of Duty come in the future? How many people, how many cloud gaming subscription services, they're just going to be flooding in the Game Pass? Like, how are you going to compete with that versus paying $70 a game? It's going to eventually, flatline. And people going to start catch on and be like, hey, y'all going to have to start doing day and date on PlayStation Plus Premium. I know they don't want to do it. I know they feel like people are just going to subscribe and unsubscribe. But hey, if they are diehard fans like they say they are, and they rock with Sony and they're a Sony pony, they're not going to unsubscribe, right? So now you have to truly believe in your fan base, Jim Ryan. Oh man, this guy's a joke, bro. This guy's a joke. And we have to have these talks, man, because I think the problem is nobody wants to face the truth. And the truth of the matter is, man, Xbox could be the new market leader in the future. I'm not saying now, but in the long run, if Xbox keep hitting all the right targets, hitting on all cylinders, keep dropping all these AAA bangers day one in the Game Pass, bro, I don't know, man. Sony might slip down to second or third place because Nintendo gonna have Call of Duty 2. And you won't need no PS5 at all unless you want to play for the AAA bangers. And that's another area that Sony is going to be hurting in because you're trying to make demands that you don't even have no leverage with. So I don't know. It don't make any sense. It's like they're trying to hold out for no apparent reason just to be stupid and dumb and ignorant. Just because, we're the market leader, so we're allowed to just be just an ass. A big jackass. So man, I think I'm gonna leave it right there, man. You already know what to do, man. Make sure you guys smash that like, that subscribe, click that notification bell, man. And if you would like to jump into the PlayStation ecosystem, the Xbox ecosystem, or order merch or games, just click the links down below and in the description, man. Thank you and peace.